Hello, it's Caitlin. I am back, just like I said I would be, to talk to you about the power of the lip sync. Now, if you have not done this yourself, I really encourage you to find a song that you can feel the power of it. Music is a very sound music, it's a very powerful force. There's a reason why it really shapes our lives and our minds and how we move through the world. Sound is a part of our life. And sound can also be a vibration. So those who cannot hear, like people who are deaf, they can feel the vibration of that sound, right? So it's the intention. It's let's go even deeper, right, into the true magnificence of sound healing, what sound does for us, what we feel when we hear or experience a type of song or even a conversation when you have like just like it's a really good vibe with somebody and you just feel like you are brought into a space because sound creates, right? Our throat chakra, it's like the saying, you are what you eat, but like you are what you speak into the world, right? So you're a spellcaster. We're all spells all the time. And what you say into the world, be very conscious of that because what you say is what you could believe and what, keep that channel. It's like I'm swimming. Keep that channel clear, right? Keep it um take care of it, nurture yourself, nurture that part of you that feels very in tune or very aligned or very one with just the surrounding, everything around you. So, the power of a lip sync. When it comes to lip syncing a song, there's movement that's involved. Just a second. Leo, what are you doing, bud? Trying to just say hi? My dog, Leo. So what is a lip sync? A lip sync is when you put on a song, you literally become that singer of the song. You like understand and feel the energy and the power of that intention, right? So say like, you're driving down the road and you're just like, "Oh my God, I love this song." And you start singing. If you're actually singing the song, if you're someone who has a throat chakra that's open and you sing the song and you're free, you can, sing your heart and, oh, and I feel it, right? There is also this power when you lip sync and you actually don't say anything. Like, so it's not, there's no sound that comes through, but you like get really into it. But like technically there's no sound, but there's movement, there's intention, there's feeling. There's almost more feeling that comes out of me. Like as a singer, I'm like, wow, I feel more of the intention and force through a song when you almost like uh you're not putting the pressure on yourself to sound like the person or be just like the singer or the person. Like for example, Celine Dion, The Power of Love, right? Whitney Houston, like these magnificent, huge powerhouses, right? And you just want to feel them and feel what it is like to have their voice and to be like, oh, that power that could come through me, right? If you have ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race, you really should because it's a whole masterclass in who can do the lip sync and who can't. You know what I mean? Sometimes when it's time to perform, and they got a lip sync for the life, you know what I mean? You really have to like believe that that person that that it's like it's through their whole self they become the song. There's a narrative, there's an experience that they are experiencing, living this song, living this expression. So if you're somebody who needs to be more in tune with your creative expression, or you feel stuck, or you feel sad, or you're in grief, or you're confused, or you just don't feel great, I encourage you to lip sync. I encourage you, even if you don't know the words, I lip sync to all sorts of songs. I like don't know all the lyrics to every song. Trust me. Like sometimes I make up lyrics that are not quite, but it sounds like it, whatever. Just find that song that speaks to you right now. What song speaks to you? Ask yourself, why is that song speaking to me right now? What version of myself or what part of myself needs expression? It could be heartbreak. It could be love. It could be anger. It could be justice. It could be strength. It could be power, right? It could be it all. It could be it all. It could just be the story. Maybe it's just singing the story of someone who isn't you, right? And you just want to feel that expression, that journey. So it's pretty spiritual, right? How crazy is that? That let's take Whitney Houston, for example. Whitney Houston, when you sing a song, you can like hear it, feel it. Oh, you can just like, and if you're like, okay, I'm gonna lip sync a Whitney Houston song, right? Because I am feeling like the Bodyguard soundtrack, right? And you're just like, oh my God, the soundtrack is so good. Like there's just like so much goodness in that entire experience. You can tell, can you tell I'm a fan? Uh, but it's because of the feeling that this woman can embody and then create for me to experience and go, I want to feel that power. I want to feel that love. I want to feel that expression. So I'm going to lip sync a Whitney Houston song in this moment and see what happens. What part of me is calling to be heard, be felt? And you have this beautiful being, this beautiful soul, this beautiful spirit who lives on through music saying, let's do it, right? Like you can do replay, 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 you know? And I do believe when you like, I don't know if this has happened to you, but this has certainly happened to me. When I have those moments where there's a song, I put it on and I just, oh, it's a divine feeling. And no pun intended. Like it truly is divine to be like, wow, I feel healed by that. I actually feel more in tune, or I feel a part of everything, right? Or I feel myself. Oh, I've come back to myself. And that singer, that song actually facilitated this gorgeous experience to be present with. And nobody's judging you because you can do it by yourself. You don't have to be on stage to do this. Not Whitney Houston is not judging you. She's like, bitch, put on my song. Let's go. Like, let's go. Let's sing, right? And your voice feels like her voice. So sometimes when we're able to move through an entire journey of a song that speaks to us, it helps us get in tune with our vulnerability. It could bring feelings up to the surface that maybe we haven't quite been able to access because it's just been like stuck up here or numb and I can't really get to it or whatever's kind of happening for you. The power of a lip sync. Like there is no, now let me double check and I'll even share my screen. Let's look at RuPaul's birth chart. I'm pretty sure RuPaul's a Scorpio. Also, a world builder, an empire builder. Let's be real. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Because this is why I do it on Zoom. Because I actually was like, let's get into the astrology, right? So this is RuPaul's birth chart, November 17th, 1960. Ooh, I forgot. Look at all that Scorpio. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Sun in Scorpio, moon in Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio going, baby, do you feel me? Okay? Baby, do you feel me? I need you to feel it. I need you to become. I need you to explore. I need you to express. I need you to be here with me. It's spiritual. No wonder. And that Venus in Capricorn. Hey, RuPaul, me too. Venus in Capricorn and Mars in Cancer. And right now, actually, it's May 7th of 2025. And Mars is in Cancer. It's still retrograding. Let's see what's right now. Right now, the moon is in Cancer as we speak. Mercury and Venus are in Aries, and Mars is in Cancer. And it's retrograding until April 1st. So look at that. Ooh, RuPaul, I could feel you. I could feel you. No wonder I was like, I need to do this video right now. Okay. And then you got that Jupiter and Saturn and Capricorn, that Uranus and Leo. Hello, Star is born. Uranus also is Aquarius's ruling planet. So not only innovation, future, like knowing Leo, right? Of like, I know people are going to heal from this art form that I am bringing forth into the world, lip syncing. It's spiritual. Scorpio, look at all that Scorpio. Sup, a ritual. Neptune, Scorpio. Pluto and Virgo, precise. North Node, Virgo, precise. Chiron in Aquarius, the wounded warrior. The wounded warrior that brings forth that wound and goes, I'm going to make this my gift. I know that my gift, where your wound is, that's where like your biggest superpowers are. Future innovator. My God, like I really admire RuPaul for all that they have built, and that they're a queen that has given back to and created other queens. Like talk about a true empire builder that also goes, all right, here you go forth into the world and sing your song, shine your shine, create joy and love for the world. Moving forth, like the amount of opportunities, the amounts of shows, like all over the world, international. Oh my gosh. And we both have the ascendant in Gemini. Okay, RuPaul, come on. One day I'm gonna like have this conversation in person with RuPaul. I just like want to so bad because I just feel like there's gonna be something that goes, I've been waiting for this. Wow. Hi, how are you? I don't know if you've watched anything with RuPaul, but he's a very spiritual individual. Which boom, the midheaven is in Pisces, which is like the like ultimate spiritual wisdom. But look at that. I totally forgot the sun, moon, and Mercury, Scorpio, right? So the understanding. So RuPaul's like, I've got that understanding of how powerful the lip sync is because I practiced it when I was a kid and like literally used it as a tool and needed it to like survive, my emotional, physical, mental turmoil, torture, whatever. That's what brought me, that's what kept me going. That's what brought me that joy and that light, that lip sync, that performance. Because it's not always it doesn't always have to be like a performance in a way where it's just to get the claps. It's just to get the audience just to do or say something in return. It really is like, when I look at RuPaul's chart, I'm like, it really is like a spiritual calling. Clearly. I mean, he literally created like, you know, this entire empire. Let's see. A grand trine. Ooh. I mean, sometimes when you just look at people's charts, you're like, of course, like, wow, you were literally made for this. You were made for this. You were born for this. But if you're not gonna wait, hold on. What's the saying? I don't want to get it wrong now that I'm about to say it. How the hell are you gonna love yourself? If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Amen. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Hello, RuPaul, you have been preaching to us like for real. And like doing it in such a bold, brave, and truly innovative way to bring like a spiritual power, right? The power of a lip sync, the power of that spiritual lip sync opportunity. It has healed me in so many ways because there's something in me. You put on music and you're like, whatever, you become the story, the person. It's kind of why I probably got really into acting and wanted to embody different, people and roles and stories in my life because the power of the lip sync, those are all like 3 to 4 minute stories. It's a full, here's the story, here's the narrative, and boom. So, ooh, we got Whitney Houston and RuPaul coming in right now. What's Whitney Houston? I know is a Leo. Whitney Houston birth chart, and I know she was born on the Lionsgate. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me share my screen now for Whitney. August 9th, 1963. Oh, they're 3 years apart. Wow. Moon and Aries. Duh. Duh. Why? Duh. Duh. Look at that Leo energy. Look at that fire. Sun in Leo, Moon in Aries. No wonder we're like, oh, I just feel this like, right? But that Mercury and Virgo, communicator, right? That preciseness, the fact that she knew her shit. She knew her key signatures, okay? She knew how to hit the notes to make you feel something. Venus in Leo. Mars in Libra, not always the most comfortable. Mars loves being in Aries. That's a home planet. So right now that Mars in Libra is actually what they would call a oh, what's the word? I don't even like the word that they call it. Oh, detriment, which I don't even like that word of like, it's a detriment if your Mars is in Leo. No, it just means like Libra, or no, Mars is in Libra. I think I said Leo. Mars is in Libra. And detriment just means it's the furthest away from the home planet. Mars is like at home in Aries. Libra's home planet is Venus. So it just feels so far away and kind of like the total opposite, right? Of like what it like is like, which is why there was so much of this like internal creative expression that she just knew how to reveal through her songs, through her voice. She also came from church worship, like the ultimate connection, right? Her Saturn was in Aquarius, Uranus Virgo, Neptune Scorpio, Pluto Virgo, North Node Cancer, Chiron in Pisces, and Ascendant in Pisces. Oh, no wonder she was such a healer because we saw her as a healer. It's like we felt her and experienced her as a healer. We experienced RuPaul as Gemini, right? So like not only incredible performer, but incredible communicator. Like being able to communicate this creative expression. And Whitney just would just like rip us open. And you're like, whoa, whoa, why does she have such access to my heart? How does she do that? Wow, living on forever. There's something that like the timeless singers. Oh my God. Like when you're just like, wow, like thank God we had her voice when we had it and that we still can play it over and over and over again when we need that hit of not only like the hits that she had, but like truly the reason why, and I'm talking to all you creatives out there, the reason why like you are a singer and you know it is because you feel it. It's like it moves through you, right? This, both of them, it moves through them. She had so much fire. No wonder it was like a fire hose that she just like Like when oh my God, I've never gotten to see Whitney Houston in concert or like be close to her while she was singing, but I'm sure anyone who has had Whitney Houston sing like at them, what an amazing healing thing. Like I was just, it would just be like everything would just melt away. And you're like, wow, I don't know how this human being, this divine creature is doing this, but like, whoa, because that's what I feel when I listen to her music. And clearly, when I get off this call right now with you, I am definitely going to lip sync to a Whitney Houston song. Duh. I also really love lip syncing to RuPaul's songs because a lot of RuPaul talks about what? Love. Love is the intention, love is the root. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Amen. Because that is so for real. That is so for real. So everything that RuPaul has stood for, everything that RuPaul has moved through their entire career, and the amount of opportunity that RuPaul has created for thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. Like, I'm sure there are so many people who are alive today because they had RuPaul, because they had a role model, because they had someone say, hey, just keep loving yourself, okay? Don't worry about all those other people out there. If they're not paying your bills, you pay them no mind. Hello? That's another one, right? So RuPaul had a focus within themselves that was so fierce and was so divinely guided. Because how the hell do you do all of that? Like at the age that RuPaul is, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did you build this empire the way that it is today, in the way that you did it? Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay. And then, yeah, so this is Whitney's. Oh, the midheaven is Sagittarius. So sometimes people come to this planet to teach us a lot. And the teachings that Whitney Houston has left us with have been deep. And they also come from a heart-centered place. Now, no judgment as to what it was like to be Whitney Houston, to be the top of the world, and to be the voice that everyone was like, sing for me, like sing perfectly right now, right here, like the amount of pressure, the scheduling, the chaos. Look at all this fire energy, right? That Mercury and Virgo, as much as Virgos are, put together, they're companions with Gemini, okay? Their ruling planet is Mercury. So it appears that like Virgos have it all together, but like they be all over the place as well. Like Gemini and Virgos get together, like they get each other. They're like, like just whoa, 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 whoa. But like focus. How do we focus? How do we routine? How do we practice? Whitney, I'm sure, I don't know her personally, but I am sure she trained her voice. She practiced. That was something that just like she knew that was going to keep her on track. How do you keep yourself on track? Boom. That Mercury and Virgo, especially with all this Leo, all this sun power, solar power, heart power, like the amount of power that this woman could produce through her body, through her voice, through her gift. Oh, so sometimes our teachers are on this planet for only a certain amount of time. They will continue to teach us no matter what. So that midheaven is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is our teachers. They're philosophers. They're the ones that go, okay, Aries, okay, Leo, okay, let's like make this what's the ideation? What's the point? What's the philosophy? What's the root? Like fire needs to be grounded, right? What are the logs that are holding this beautiful fire together? that you're not burning out, you're not being poured on and being, fire's gone, And so I have always felt very much like the power of Whitney Houston's soul is such a teacher to this day. You listen to any of her songs and you still are like, wow, I feel like she is still alive. Like she is. She is. There's a part of her that is going to always be alive. It's kind of going back to that other video that we did about the legacy kind of juggling consciousness. Like now that we're like starting to be way more informed with the camera, we have more access to it, more availability to that. It's a whole nother world when you put out content and you are now, for example, again, March 7th of 2025, you could be watching that, you're watching this in the future, okay? No matter what, when I post this, you are going to be watching this video in the future. Yet, the way I'm talking to you will feel like it's your present moment. So, hello, we're here, present moment, right here, right now. But I'm technically in the past. I have already said all these things. And the Caitlin of when you're like watching this Caitlin, she could be going grocery shopping. She could be like, reading a book, just like la 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 la. But you're connecting with a version of myself that is talking directly to you. So I don't know if you know this, but my son is in Aquarius. So I feel very much like that is real for me. That is something that I learn more and more of like, wow, I don't know if that's going into like time and space and you know linear worlds and all the things, but we are clearly becoming more immersed in this way of living. So the power of a lip sync. So no matter how old the song is or how new the song is, what is speaking to you right now? What needs to sing through you? Give yourself that 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking you to do today, right now, okay? Is what's that song that's singing to you? Because I saw a post yesterday that's like back in the day when you'd go to a shaman and you'd be like, I don't feel good, like something's not going right. They'd ask you specific questions and they would say, when have you stopped dancing? When have you stopped singing? When did you stop singing? And when did you, I think it's like, when did you stop experiencing events that like brought you joy or something? It's very simple. It seems very simple, but it's actually really deep. It's like, did you stop singing? Did you stop dancing? Okay. Your assignment is to go sing, go dance, lip sync it, right? You don't even have to, if you feel like you're not a singer or if you're feeling vulnerable, right? Like the athletes like the athletes who would literally think and visualize their entire the plays that they do, like the football players and the NBA, like the Zen master, right? NBA. He'd be like, okay, I am visualizing my team and they're doing all the things, and then that guy does this and this guy, oh, and then even the fighter pilots and like they go, okay, I'm visualizing, I'm going this, I go like this, and then I fly here and go like this. It's a practice. They're literally practicing. Like in here. They're training their minds to be like, I know what I'm doing. I'm practicing, so I'll remember that. So when the time comes that I have to do the thing, I know what to do. Like I trust myself. I I actually surrender, right, to that either divine experience or say you are a performer, like, you don't let the nerves get the best of you. You don't let any sabotage or doubt or just like unhelpful, like stickiness be like, okay, no, we've practiced, we've worked at this, okay? Like I'm not gonna let any uh, get in my way of my performance or like my presentation or my first date, like say you're going on a date with somebody and you're like, I'm not going to sabotage myself because of my past or because of what I think could be the future. But like, have I visualized? Have I actually taken the time to go, okay, what is, what's the path? What is my ideal path right now? The power of the lip sync will help you. You can go in a classic, you'll immediately get the hit from Whitney Houston, Now and Forever. That's just like what she does. Same with Celine Dion. Let's look at Celine Dion's chart really quick. Because Celine Dion also, oh, ooh, just can can bring you straight to your heart. Boom. Mm. Oh, look at that. Pisces. Oh, Aries. Aries. Oh, but that Pisces. Oh, okay. Yeah, because what is it? March 30th. Oh, March 30th. Okay. Sun in Aries. Look at this. How interesting. These fiery women who appear to be water, right? Who can like get us to feel our emotions. Doesn't necessarily mean it was water energy. You know what I mean? Sun in Aries, moon in Aries, but boom, where's that water energy? Mercury in Pisces, Venus in Pisces, that Mars in Taurus. Talk about discipline. Oh my God, Celine Dion, like she takes care of her voice. She takes care of like, she knows the only way I'm going to be in this gift for as long as I want, because this is what I want. I'm going to be disciplined about it. I'm not going to sabotage myself. Hell no. I'm like practiced. I am disciplined and I am ready. Boom. Jupiter, Leo, Saturn, Aries, Uranus, Virgo, Neptune, Scorpio, Pluto in Virgo. They all have their Pluto in Virgo because they're all coming from like similar generation. Interesting. North Node in Aries. Chiron in Pisces. Oh, Mercury and Venus, the Chiron. So turning that wound into her greatest gift. And I know she lost her husband I think a few years ago, and he was like a huge part of like everything. I think he was also her manager. So like, yeah, and just like the Mercury, the Pisces energy, like you like, hello. You can feel the love. You can feel where this woman is singing her heart from. Like if it's heartbreak or heart like expansion. Oh, like you're gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. Okay. North Node, Aries, Chiron, Pisces, ascendant in Leo. Hello, star. Just super star. Talk about a superstar who it's like, as a woman, your voice changes like when you go through menopause and everything. It's like, how do you continue? Like a lot of women's voices change. It's like, how did you like continue your career? You could still sing the way you could sing, training, like also like the nurturing. Oh, I feel a lot of heart energy when I look and feel into Celine Dion's birth chart. Oh, I love her so much. And then boom, that midheaven, Aries, right? Take your shot. Bold. She never veered away from who she is. Like she is so iconic and authentic. She never veered away from it. Even when people would like say whatever, when she would like bang her chest, but like, hello, she's like, she felt that warrior spirit. She like truly felt that like divine fire through her. Where Whitney Houston, also Moon in Aries. They look at that. Look at that. They both have Moon in Aries. No wonder. Moon, what's happening inside of them? So the way that they had to sing these songs full out, because that is what they were feeling. They they were meant to help us feel because they were feeling it all and true feelers and then knew how to channel that energy. So then it didn't eat them up alive. And I know Whitney Houston's death, there's a lot, around there of all of that stuff, but really, like, they have a lot in common, actually, with that moon in Aries. And then RuPaul, moon is in Scorpio. So it's like exactly that. Oh, they both, hey, look at that. So Scorpio and Mars, or no, Scorpio and Aries, they both have Mars as the ruling planet. Scorpio also has Pluto as the ruling planet, but we actually have a lot of Mars energy. So that's also why I'm here to tell you about the the power of the lip sync, the power of sound and spirituality in Mars energy, because Mars, action, boldness, also god of war, right? How do you combat war? You coming to peace, there's always going to be a war within yourself, or like, hopefully not. But like there's a conflict, we all got to like move through this conflict, and then we come to peace, right? So it's the journey that they take us on. They're like, yes, yes, I know there's a lot going on within you, but look, I have this song and this song and this song that brings you through the whole journey yourself. So all you need to do is lip sync to this song. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do is just like move and allow this song to move through you. Pretend my voice is yours. Be me singing this song to a stage, to a music video, to yourself, to the mirror, wherever you want. Be me singing this song. Feel into that power. Know that you have this power within you as well. Oh my God, these teachers, I'm like obsessed. This is how I do a lot of this is why I wanted to be an actor, a Broadway star. I wanted to live that feeling 8 shows a week, 6 days. Yeah, 8 shows a week, 6 out of 7 days, and like 5 show matinee or 5 show weekends. It was such a crazy schedule, but it took determination, power, training. It's actually extremely, extremely disciplined. You have to be, or what? You'll lose your voice. And I think that's the whole point as well, is like, are you taking care of your vessel? Are you taking care of your voice? Are you speaking what you truly want and believe in this world? Are you kind of like before what we were talking about? Are you saying the script of something else, someone else, a narrative that's not even yours, or like something that's old, right? Our inner child, our little selves that are like, but I don't know. We're like, I can't do it. Or like, oh, but I'm scared, And it's like, it's okay. Let me nurture you. Let me reparent you. Let me take care of you, because you're mine to take care of. No one else is going to take care of my inner child but me, right? Like that's for me. That's for me to be with and to love. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, Moon in Aries, power, power, power. Power of love, 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 those ballads of like love songs. There's a reason why they existed when they did, and now in 2025, why their music still pierces through the veil, pierces through and cuts through all the bullshit, because have, they've always had this power, and they trained and they disciplined and they followed their divine guidance, and they were bold and they went for it, and they were all uniquely, individually themselves. Even with RuPaul, all that Scorpio, very bold, very determined, knew exactly what they were doing, and did it for the intention of love. So that's my sermon about the power of a lip sync and why it's spiritual, and why I really, really, really encourage you to do a lip sync today. Okay? And why? So that's one of my spiritual practices that I do all the time. I especially do it when I don't feel like doing it, because that's when I need it the most. So put on some music, feel into the song, and pretend you are that voice, and find out what lives within you. see what comes up. If it's emotion, if it's movement, if it's happiness and joy, if it's grief, they are there with you in spirit, whether they are alive or they have died. That's literally the amazing part of sound and the amazing healing of sound and of song, and especially when it can come through a human vessel. There are only so many human vessels who have mastered this and who continue to timelessly, again and again, provide this gorgeous healing energy for us to experience. So I encourage you to tap into that, because it is available to you. It is, because now you can stream anything for free. So you didn't even have to buy the record, okay? So go find out what that song is, go put it on, and lip sync and tell me what happens. Okay? All right. That's all for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.